So Elon Musk and SpaceX rescue American astronauts after 9 months being stuck in space. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about SpaceX, which is owned by our friend, the trailblazer, the genius, Elon Musk. SpaceX rescued not one, not two, but 3 American astronauts and 1 Russian cosmonaut from the International Space Station after 9 months in orbit. Now, originally, this was an 8-day mission, just 8 days. But when the Starliner went to the ISS to go get them, there was a malfunction with the Starliner. So it could not board anybody, and it came back empty-handed, no passengers. So NASA says, okay, we're going to retrieve them in a SpaceX vehicle. What took so long? What took 9 months? Political, probably. We'll talk about that a little bit more a little bit later. Here's my question. Will the mainstream media appreciate this man? Will they give this man, speaking about Elon, will they give him credit? Or what they keep talking about, he's the real president, he's a South African immigrant, go back to Africa? Are they going to keep that whole thing going up? Are they going to keep inflaming tensions among people, giving them Elon derangement syndrome? I sure hope not, but I don't think that my cries will be heard by the mainstream media. And before I go any further, let's look at what has been happening in our country as a result of the mainstream media pushing Elon derangement syndrome. Then we're going to get to the splash on and a few more things. And of course, I will link to everything in the box. And if you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll this. No sound in the video, but we see what it says right here. Several vehicles set on fire at Tesla in Las Vegas. And you see explosions, all kind of stuff. There's been these kind of attacks all over the country. Okay, you're hitting up Teslas randomly, vandalizing them, setting them on fire. Why? Because the media keep talking about Elon's bad. Now, here we have, okay, a black guy, right? The liberals say, oh, we love the colored people. I mean, people of color. That's what they say. But then what do they do to their Teslas when they're out there in public? Let's check it out.
It's a white Tesla. No, this is what happened to my car, y'all. Look at this. Look at this.
I mean, look at how childish this is. This is a result of these infantilized adults, 25, 28 years old, still behaving like children. This is what you would do when you're 5 years old. And, you know, like that would be what I would do if I'm 4 years old and I'm drawing on the walls in my house and then I get in trouble. These people, these grown adults never got in trouble. They just do whatever they want to do. I'm going to play some more of this without the sound on so you can see the extent of the damage. Okay, crude stuff just scrawled on there. They probably kicked it, all kind of stuff. Why? Because they're upset with Elon Musk? It's because the media told them to and they're listening. All right, now here's something else. There's a whole big campaign. There's a website where a lot of Tesla owners have been doxxed. Okay, they've been doxxed, and the people that own the website apparently want these individuals to get targeted for vandalism or something else because, again, they don't like Elon. They got a problem with Elon. It's the same thing happened with Donald Trump. There was never a problem with Trump before he ran for president, and the media and the politicians got on TV and convinced a large part of the country that he's a problem, he's a racist. Although, again, there was never a problem before he ran for president. You know what I think? Before we get to the CNN clip, I think that the political people, the TV people, they want to be the elites. So if you're able to rise from being an immigrant, if you're able to rise from nothing and become somebody, and you're very rich and you use your talents to better society, they don't want you to have the influence that they have. So all they can do without actually shooting you and taking you out that way, all they can do is just to show your character on television, in the movies, music, and through politics. That's all they can do. They can't deal with you any other way. Now, let's see what the rhetoric is on the Commie News Network, aka CNN.
This guy just to thank Donald Trump at his orders. That's waste, fraud, and abuse, not to mention the $400 million going to Elon Musk for his Cybertrucks. This is the waste, fraud, and abuse in America. It's not because of the federal workers doing their jobs. It's because Donald Trump is self-dealing.
Now, this is the typical rhetoric you're going to hear, and it's been debunked over and over. I'm going to pause it before Scott debunks it because you can't get all the limelight, Scott. What he's talking about is a contract that was signed under Biden and that was canceled by Trump. You see what I'm saying? So they'll get on TV and just say things that are straight up false, but the average normie doesn't even know any better, so they just take whatever they say at face value. If Scott Jennings went in there, it wouldn't have got fact checked. It would have been said, and then that would have been believed. Now, let's go here. Again, the whole South African thing, racism, xenophobia, the very thing that they say we are on the right, they really are on the left. Check it out.
And by an unelected South African billionaire donor to Donald Trump.
What does that have to do with South Africa? What does South Africa have to do with anything?
Anyway, because that's where he's from, and he doesn't believe in our democracy.
Well,
so that's
he's
a
an American.
problem. So you're so worried about illegal immigrants taking jobs. Well, there you got with immigrants.
Well, who is you?
So illegal immigrant, I didn't know that Elon was an illegal alien. I didn't know that. I thought he was over here legally. I didn't know that Elon came through the southern border and just started Tesla. Is that what happened? Anyway, again, rhetoric that's just completely anti-Elon, hateful, racist, all of that. Now, let's go to real people, okay, that are like in the ISS. This is before they got rescued.
We're coming back before long, so, don't make all those plans without me. We'll be back before too long.
I can tell you at the outset, all of us have the utmost respect for Mr. Musk, and obviously respect and admiration for our President of the United States, Donald Trump. We appreciate them. We appreciate all that they do for us, for human spaceflight, for our nation. And we're thankful that they are in the positions they're in.
We're coming back.
There we go. I mean, this is straight from the astronauts in the ISS before they got rescued. Alrighty. Now, there's a little bit more there because the mission was supposed to be 8 days, but they were up there for 9 months. So why weren't they rescued earlier?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for doing this. So my question relates to Elon Musk has said that he made the offer to bring you guys back earlier and that it was denied. My first question is that true? And if so, what would that have looked like? Was he offering to make another flight, push seats on another flight? Could you give us some background there?
I can only say that Mr. Musk, what he says is absolutely factual. We have no information on that, though, whatsoever. What was offered, what was not offered, who it was offered to, how that process went. That's information that we simply don't have. So I believe him. I don't know all those details, and I don't think any of us really can give you the answer that you would be hoping for.
So, you know what I think? I think what happened is Elon offered to go get them while Biden was still in office. Remember, they were there for 9 months. Trump's been here for 2 months, just 2 months, not even 2 months. Today's March 18th, 25. He became president January 20th, 25. Not even the full 2 months. So I think the request was made when Biden was still in office. But if you allow Elon to save the day like that and rescue our American astronauts, then that would give him too much of a boost and a good public image, and they don't want that because, again, they want to destroy elite people who are not controlled by them. And by them, I mean the politicians and the same old deep state kind of people. All right, let's keep on rocking and rolling. Now, here's the docking process. All right, SpaceX docked with the ISS. I mean, this is really just amazing stuff. I don't see how anybody can actually hate on it. Elon, SpaceX, they're doing good things. Tesla, I'm not an electric vehicle guy. I love my big V8 gas guzzler, but gotta love Tesla, gotta love SpaceX, gotta love Elon, gotta respect what he's doing at least and respect his intelligence. Now, here we go to the splashdown, okay? A great moment for Americans.
They were just in space moments ago, so their arms were able to float freely.
400 meters.
This is a gorgeous bluebird day here that we have for the splashdown of Crew 9. It's incredible to think that the Dragon capsule just minutes ago was going over 17,000 miles per hour, and now gently coasting to a soft splashdown.
200.
Copy, 200 meters. Brace for splashdown.
As you can see there on your screen, continuing to monitor progress of the Dragon spacecraft. And we're going to stand by for splashdown, located in the Gulf of America, off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida.
I love it.
And splashdown. Crew 9 back on Earth.
You gotta love it. You got to love it. So again, shout out SpaceX, shout out Elon for rescuing our American astronauts and one Russian person as well, one cosmonaut. But as I close, I want to say this. Elon Musk doing great things. I think anyone in this country who is doing great things, we should uplift them and support them as a nation. Tesla, although I'm not an EV guy, I got to give Tesla their credit. This is an American car company employing American citizens, and they're changing the game. They are revolutionizing technology. They're doing a lot. His other ventures, X, I mean, look, Twitter has been Twitter. It's been cool or whatever throughout the years. But Elon, when he came in, took it over, it went to the next level. Personally, I think it's better than ever. It's like a newspaper for me. I get a lot of my news from there, a lot of my short videos. It is a great resource. I don't look toward it for a money-making thing quite yet, although it could be in the future for me. But right now, it is a great resource. Then they got their own AI in there. Look, Elon is doing great things. If there are other guys and girls in this country who are doing great things, we should do whatever we can to invest in them. Okay, higher education, whatever we could do, we got to invest in them, rather than keeping them out of certain schools because they're a certain race, and rather than trying to keep them marginalized because they don't have our same political opinions. Let's invest into the really high IQ people, the really ambitious people, because they will drive this nation forward. The government and their policies will do nothing but keep us under a system of feudalism, slavery, which does not yield innovation. And one thing that America has had over the whole world is our innovation. All right. That's what we do over here. And we got to continue to foster that into the future. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your opinion about SpaceX, Elon Musk rescuing the American astronauts and the one Russian cosmonaut? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This is a great day. This is a beautiful thing to watch. I like seeing innovation happen. I root for guys that are doing good for the world, and I want to support them in whatever kind of way I can. I don't really understand those that want to be against guys who want good for the world. Well, you know what? I do. At a certain point, we got a battle going on. It's a political thing happening. But really, good versus evil, right versus wrong, regular versus irregular. That's what's happening here. And either you're on one side or the other. It could be seen as red, blue, political. You can see it that way, and that's fine. But I think that it's much deeper. And the battle that Elon is fighting is much deeper, much deeper than the red versus blue political division in this country. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.